We're talking about procrastination again. Someone recently called me an ex-procrastinator and I need to get the record straight. I didn't stop procrastinating, I just found different ways to procrastinate. For example, I've been wanting to make a new talking video for a while, but I've been procrastinating it because I'm afraid of recording it and then editing it and then the rest. I just think it's really funny that when it comes time to record, I'm super serious about it. I'm like, I need to make sure this is a 10 out of 10 video. And then I go on YouTube and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this guy yap for like 2 hours about nothing. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm still trying to find my middle ground pace that's sustainable for me. Because on one end, you have like the super rushed, like sloppy stuff, and then on the other end, you have the like really high production stuff that like takes months. I'm trying to find a way that I can do this more consistently without burning myself out. As an example of procrastination, before I went to record today, I'm like, let me edit the work in progress Discord server for a bit, and then I did that for like 30 minutes, and then I'm like, well, let me change the channel layout. Maybe if I change the channel layout, it'll help. So I did that, and then I'm like, well, this doesn't look quite right. Well, let me do that. And it's been like an hour later, and I'm like, okay, I need to just stop and do it. Also, sorry, this is gonna be a really meta one. Another thing I've been trying to figure out is I find writing a lot easier than talking. Like, I can write unscripted and like type out like 10k words in an afternoon, but then when I go to record, there's like this pause there, and I'm like really worried about that. Maybe that's what I should do every now and then, is like just do one of these meta ones where I'm just yapping and I know it's just gonna appeal to the people that already follow me. Because when I'm thinking about the home screen people, that's when I start freaking out where I'm like, oh my god, how do I get them to click on this? What if they don't like it? What if they click off in like 10 seconds? Like, what am I gonna do? Da, 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 and I get all worried, so I'm gonna try and avoid that this time. I'm realizing as I look at the PNG on this setup, I'm like, I feel like I'm just reinventing vlogs at this point, just for like VTubers. I used to watch some vloggers, and they would just yap to the camera for like an hour about whatever they wanted to, and I was always nervous to do those because, having to edit that much, but like, I don't know, I've been kind of wired lately, and I've been dreading recording because I can't fake it like other people can. Like, if I'm really anxious and like overthinking everything, you're gonna be able to tell. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell that. Because I've had all these thoughts bouncing around in my brain again. I've been off lately and I've been trying to like get back on point, and I just can't figure out the words to say it properly. It's frustrating me because I can write a blog post about it, but if I try to read from it, it's gonna sound scripted because I don't have any script training. I like talking about philosophical stuff sometimes. However, it's really hard to make a thumbnail and title for that. Unless you're like a therapist, it can come off a bit weird. I'm not really a therapist or in training for that. I just think about it a lot because I spend a lot of time managing mental health. So I think it's a bit of a different kind of procrastination than it was before. Before it was like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna procrastinate. And now it's more like, I know what I want to do, but I have no idea how to package it, and if I don't know how to package it, then yeah. If you've been enjoying the video so far or have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. I have this thing where I'll get like really excited about a new idea or like starting a new project, and I'll get super hyped, and if I do not act on it immediately, it gets really hard for me to actually finish stuff. And it's really tricky because they want you to like finish a lot of stuff really quickly, and I've been having trouble like fitting that framework. One of the things I wanted to bring up in this video is some of my previous ideas that I had that fizzled out midway through the project. For example, this design that I came up with was not my first design, it was like my fourth or fifth design. I remember feeling really awkward about it, how I had spent like all this time coming up with a concept and I just could not find one I was happy with. And then when I did find one I was happy with, it took me about a year to like actually start making content. Another one I've been thinking about lately as I've been seeing all these like Chow Garden revival games is I had wanted to do one myself like as a mobile game in like 2018, and I got really into the idea phase. Like, I had so many ideas I wanted to do, but then when it came to actually making the game, I realized that I just liked the idea and I didn't want to make any games, at least not at that time. I think that's the thing with ideas is sometimes we want the outcome more than the process, but if you can't handle the process, you're not going to reach that outcome. Another example is instruments. I really like music. I like singing. I like rhythm games, but I just really struggle when it comes to instruments. Like I've tried piano, I've tried ocarina, kalimba, ukulele, guitar. Like I've tried all these different ones and I just don't have the persistence to stick with it, and I really want to find one that I can stick to because I want to be able to play music. It's just one of those things where it's like the whole Goldilocks thing. It's like one's too big, one's too small, one's too crooked, so on so forth. One's too hard, one's too soft. I think sometimes you have to find out these things for yourself. Like, you're not gonna find it in an Amazon review or something like that. For example, the kalimba, it's a beautiful instrument. It sounds amazing. And when I tried it, I realized I would need to have my fingernails at a certain length or use a tool to play. I just realized that I wouldn't be able to do that, and that's not really something I would have figured out unless I tried it. So I think even if you do fail at some tries, you're still learning more about like yourself and what you like and what you don't like. So don't always consider that as a failure. Sometimes it's just part of the process. Speaking of which, that's another point I wanted to bring up. I've been working on a second channel for a while. I've been having trouble like figuring out which way I want to do it. Like at first it'll be like, oh, like SenFest, like Idolfest, like wouldn't that be like a cool name? And I'm like, nah, I don't like that. So I'm like, oh, how about like Celadongo's reviews? Because the modern YouTube meta, you have to put what you do in your username now for some reason. I tried that, and I'm like, no, I'm a freaking weeb. I don't want to do that. So then the other day, I'm like, okay, I want a name. I don't want it to be like SenFlyer Plus, like that's so like unoriginal. I don't want it to be SenFlyer 2. I don't want it to be this or that. And I suddenly remembered. At first it was Mikudayo. I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I could put Sendayo, just like Mikudayo, Mikudayo. I liked that idea, but I'm like, I think I could do better than that. What about like anime omake, like anime specials, mini, the like chibi ones? Then I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna go with. So it'll be like sen omake, just more of a flexible thing. I've been wanting to do like reviews, analysis, and all that for a while, and I don't like editing that much. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like editing. Whatever can make me make videos without having to do like 1,000 edits is what I like to do, at least right now. I'm gonna do something a bit more chill and not super complicated. You'll see like these like YouTube media people and they've got like a bajillion edits in their videos, and I'm like, I just can't do that. So I've been seeing all these YouTube channels popping up like Topic Arlo, these like side channels some YouTubers have where it's less edits, just them like yapping in a microphone, some game footage. I want to give it a try because I have things I want to talk about, and I haven't been talking about them because I think about having to do like 10 hours of editing, and I'm like, I don't want to edit for 10 hours. This is the compromise I found. Sorry if this video is like super casual. My brain is just totally fried today. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Thank you for waiting for me and supporting me. I'm still doing the streaming thing, still figuring things out. Another thing that's been in the plans for like years at this point, like maybe about 2 years. And I was originally designing this character, I was also designing the mascot character. When I was designing the mascot character, I had a certain lore and like ideas in mind. One of the things I had wanted to do was stream avatars. They could have like little guys moving around on the screen, and I really wanted to do that. Then I realized I would need to learn how to do pixel art, and I'm a complete noob, so it's not as quickly as I would like it to be, but it's still a goal that I'm aiming towards someday. Another reason is I think on Twitch, like anyone can use it, but on YouTube streams, you have to be like a member to use it, as far as I know. I'm not 100% sure. So that's another reason why I haven't done it yet. I've also been working on a lore video. The audio's been done since December, but I want to actually have like pictures with it this time, and I feel like at my current pace, I honestly don't know how long it's gonna take. I might like cut a couple corners just to like get it out there. It's an important video to me, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Cause like I overthink things, like I want to do a good job. Like the whole reason I did like all these like sloppy edits and stuff was to get over that perfectionism. Cause like for me it's like either I do a 1 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. That's how I am. It's like all or nothing. So I've been trying to find like a 5 out of 10, a 6 out of 10, like just something that's more sustainable for me. Cause I want to do more cool content without burning myself out again. And it's not your guys' fault at all. It's totally on me. Like I'm still really new to all this. I'm a team of one. I also have a couple mods, but like when it comes to the creative stuff, it's all me. All of this is me. The editing, the PNG, everything. I'm a lot slower than people that have teams, and sometimes I get a little self-conscious about that. I'm trying to do what I can with what I have, and yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy it. And another thing, and another thing. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Yeah, so another thing that just popped into my head, I'm still working on music stuff. I've been practicing, I've been doing karaoke, I'm working on a specific project. I keep pushing it back because I keep thinking of other ideas, and that's my bad. This happens all the time basically, and I'm trying to keep myself on the railroad, on the guiding path. I don't, why am I calling it that? I'm trying to reel in my all over the placeness. Not always succeeding. Sometimes I'm like I want to do this today, and then I do that, and that, and that, and that. I feel like I'm just yapping at this point. So thank you so much for watching my random or unorganized thoughts. Hopefully you got something out of it, and I'll see you next time. Mata ne.